in a way, to sort of get those things to come together, to have something or to have some connection with, you know, Palladio's church. I mean, San Giorgio Maggiore. I mean, it's like, I suppose it's like every architect's dream. And then to be in Venice and with the light and the water. And I thought, oh, because the piece is mainly connected with glass and reflection, it seemed the kind of ultimate place. And I never thought it would have been possible, but when I was in Vicenza, I had a friend who knows the monks here, and he had a contact with the abbot, and then Swarosky agreed to sponsor that, and then the Swarosky Foundation agreed to offer to restore the statue on the dome. So, I mean, it all came together. It was like, I sort of couldn't quite believe it. And so this week has been just fantastic. I mean, I was very, very nervous because, you know, I designed the piece specifically for St. Paul's and the staircase. And the dimensions were to do with that. And that I knew that that it might work here, but I couldn't really test it. So I'm so relieved, and actually I'm much happier with it here. I mean, I think it's much more expansive, it's more colour, there's more variety, and you can get right back from the piece. So you can appreciate it. I mean, the only worry for me is it's not a piece of art. It's not an object in itself. But then you can, you know, how people react is up to them. I mean, I notice that people immediately want to touch it, which of course is absolutely, you know, because it ruins it if you get one fingerprint. Because the whole point is that you're looking down into like a mercury or some magical thing that you could almost kind of, you know, dive into. And so any fingerprint destroys that kind of thing. So you have to keep polishing it. It's like, you know, this is a church. It's not a gallery. So I wanted to show people the church. And in some ways, it's not a sacred piece. It's not art. And on the other hand, it doesn't. I hope it doesn't interrupt, you know, people's concentration on God and prayer and a feeling of calmness. It sort of offers them something about religious architecture, perhaps. When you look into it, you see how Palladio has made this building so kind of exalted. And so, but I wouldn't see it as permanent now. But I don't know where the next place could be, apart from maybe the Pantheon. Well, I think it's a little too strong for everyday thing in a church, and I'm, you know, because I work on churches and I work with, you know, religious communities. I think it's, you know, you have to be very, very sensitive to what is appropriate in a church. And normally anything, you know, that any kind of art has to be religious, and specifically for them. You know, so whether it's a Madonna or Christ or a cross or the tabernacle, these sorts of things are very specific. And I think this could not be counted in that. So it's a sort of, it's an in-between thing, I suppose, if you're really kind of critical. But the abbot likes it a lot,
yeah,
which is really nice.
Is any normal people, I mean people not coming to the Biennale, are they coming to here? What do you think?
I wouldn't know yet, but obviously it was important to, you know, it was important to me, the most important to me was to really satisfy the abbot.